Anthony Joshua gets into a car accident. 2 people die right after Jake Paul said he didn't follow the script. I'm kind of lost. What script? Was it just boxing or was there something else going on?
So listen, this one is wild. Anthony Joshua, yeah, that Anthony Joshua, the boxing icon, reportedly walked away from a brutal car crash in Nigeria. The timing got people side-eyeing hard because this happened just days after his fight with Jake Paul, and online chatter keeps saying stepping in the ring with Jake comes with a strange streak of bad luck.
Show you the streets of Nigeria. Olosina.
I'm dead serious. Fans swear that fighters who face Jake don't come out the same, and the internet has been running those receipts non-stop, talking about injuries, setbacks, and weird twists that follow. You probably heard about the Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight that went down on December 19th, and now folks are connecting dots, asking questions, and blowing up the timeline.
Hey guys, I'm okay. Just pray for me, all right?
Anthony had Jake completely overwhelmed in the ring, with over 33 million people watching it live from their screens. Jake really went in thinking this would be another easy win, something like a past exhibition, but reality hit fast and heavy, and he clearly wasn't ready for that level of pressure. Right after the fight, Anthony headed to Nigeria to relax, be around family, and celebrate the win properly. But online chatter started buzzing again, saying that the so-called Jake curse was back in the mix, and people were already feeling uneasy about the timing. According to multiple reports, the accident happened on December 29th in Nigeria, just 10 days after the fight, around 11 a.m. on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State. That detail alone had social media spiraling, with folks pointing out how fast everything unfolded. Anthony reportedly survived with some bruises and injuries, which had fans relieved, but sadly 2 people close to him, Sagami and Latif AOD, passed away in the crash. Videos from the scene spread quickly, showing the aftermath on the road, while locals rushed in trying to get Anthony help as fast as possible. What makes this situation even more heartbreaking is that just hours before the crash, they were all smiling and posting on Instagram, looking happy and carefree, only for everything to flip in a matter of hours. 2 lives were lost shortly after, and that kind of shock messes with anyone's head, no matter how strong they are. This wasn't a small scare. This was a serious, life-altering accident, and people are saying Anthony is going to need real emotional support after something like this. As soon as the news broke online, social media went straight into detective mode. A lot of users started talking about how fighters who faced Jake seemed to go through rough chapters afterward, and the comments got loud fast. Now, before it gets twisted, people aren't saying Jake caused the crash directly, but they are pointing out what they see as an unsettling pattern. I was confused at first too, because blaming someone for something that happened miles away sounds wild, but then people started pulling up old clips, timelines, and past situations, and suddenly the conversation shifted. All anyone keeps saying is that the pattern feels strange, and to them, it doesn't look like pure coincidence. The first name people keep bringing up is Nate Robinson, who fought Jake back in November 2020. After that fight, his career took a major hit, and fans say his public life spiraled in ways no one expected. Jake Paul ended up winning that fight by knockout in round 2, and from that moment on, Nate Robinson's public image took a serious hit. The clips of him going down spread everywhere online, replayed over and over, and the embarrassment hit even harder because Nate wasn't just a boxer, he was a former NBA player with a solid legacy. This was a rough chapter for Nate, no doubt about it. Any talk about him switching into boxing full-time pretty much disappeared, and instead, people started labeling him as the guy who got knocked out by Jake, which followed him non-stop. The pressure from that moment didn't stay in the ring, it spilled straight into his real life. What made it even heavier is that before the fight, Nate was already dealing with serious health issues. After the fight, those struggles became more visible to the public, and fans noticed his health challenges getting more attention than anything else he had accomplished. And it didn't stop with Nate, because Ben Askren was next, and his post-fight story turned just as dark. Ben fought Jake Paul on April 17, 2021. And just like before, Jake won fast, ending it by TKO in round 1. At the time, people laughed it off, but looking back, fans say that fight marked the start of a brutal health spiral for Ben. Not long after the fight, Ben was hit with a sudden and severe case of pneumonia caused by a serious infection, and things escalated fast. He was rushed to the hospital, placed into a medically induced coma, and stayed there for 45 days, which alone is terrifying. Reports later said his heart stopped multiple times during that period, and doctors had to keep bringing him back. By the time he woke up, Ben had lost around 50 pounds, dropping down to 147 pounds, the lightest he had been since he was 15. And just when people thought it couldn't get worse, he needed a double lung transplant in July just to survive. He spent more than 59 days in the hospital fighting to stay alive. During that same period, Ben was also dealing with personal struggles, including issues with substance use, which only added more weight to everything he was facing. And with the internet screaming about curse allegations, Jake stepped in and helped cover some of Ben's medical costs, trying to shut down the rumors. Not long after that, Jake went on to fight Tyron Woodley, and not once, but twice. Their first fight happened in August 2021, followed by a rematch in December 2021. And after Woodley lost to Jake, fans started saying his career momentum fell off hard too. The comments were loud, the comparisons kept stacking up, and people kept saying the same thing. The pattern keeps growing. After that, reports started circling about him filing for bankruptcy, and he later came forward admitting he was spending money wildly without thinking twice. He didn't sugarcoat it either, saying, "I blew through a lot of money, man, a lot of money. Jewelry, VIP, all these experiences, all these things that came with the championship life." That lifestyle came fast, and nobody around him slowed it down. He went on to explain how unreal the money felt at the time, saying, "When you come from where I come from, you never imagine making that type of money. You work hard for it, and I didn't get there by accident." But he also admitted nobody ever taught him how to manage it properly, and that lack of guidance caught up with him quick. Then he dropped even more details, saying, "I bought like 7 cars and 2 houses, all these trips, VIP clubs every other week." He talked about paying for dinners with 10 to 15 people, covering everything, and living like the money would never stop coming. Looking back, he admitted he just assumed that level of income would last forever. And just when people thought the list was done, it kept going. He wasn't the last fighter linked to this so-called Jake Paul curse. Tommy Fury entered the picture after his fight with Jake on February 26, 2023. Tommy won by split decision, handing Jake his first professional loss before Joshua, which shocked a lot of people. But even with that win, fans say Tommy walked away untouched. His personal life started facing pressure, public scrutiny got heavier, and people online swear the curse still found a way to hit him hard. The timeline had folks talking non-stop, and once again, the pattern was back in the spotlight. After the fight, reports started flying that he split with his wife, and now people online are clowning him, saying he's out here running marathons with middle-aged women. The internet stayed loud about it, turning his personal life into non-stop chatter, memes, and side-eye, whether fair or not. Then there's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., and his situation had people shook. He fought Jake back in June this year, and many fans called it one of the most embarrassing losses of his career after he fell short in the ring. From there, everything around him seemed to unravel fast, at least according to public reports. Things got even heavier when news broke that he was arrested by ICE in July 2025 and later deported to Mexico in August 2025 over alleged ties and outstanding warrants. Jake eventually responded to all the noise with multiple tweets offering condolences to Anthony, but online critics weren't convinced and kept calling it damage control. Jake later shared a public message saying, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lives lost. AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. R.I.P. Sagami and Kevin Latif, AOD. My thoughts and prayers are with their families, friends, and AJ. The message spread fast, but reactions were mixed, and a lot of people online questioned the timing and intent behind it. To be clear, nobody's saying Jake is directly responsible for what happened to these fighters. At the end of the day, these are grown men making their own choices, living their own lives, and facing their own circumstances. Still, people can't ignore how often things seem to spiral after a fight with him, and that pattern alone is having everyone talking. One person summed up the internet's mood perfectly, saying, "Not a big conspiracy guy, but after this car accident with Anthony Joshua this morning, there might be a curse on anyone who fights Jake Paul." Nate Robinson, never heard from again. Ben Askren, lung failure, almost died. Tyron Woodley, bankruptcy. Tommy Fury, breaks up with hot wife, runs marathons with middle-aged women now. Ryan Borland, stopped boxing, became a plumber. Chavez Jr., deported after the fight. AJ, injured in a car accident in Nigeria. And whether people believe it or not, that comment alone explains why the conversation refuses to die down.
Another comment going viral said it best. People are saying it feels like anyone who steps in the ring with Jake Paul ends up dealing with serious bad luck, from health scares to personal chaos, and now Anthony Joshua's car accident just added another shocking layer to the story. That twist alone has the internet buzzing non-stop. But now I want to hear from you. What do you really think about the accident that just happened? Do you believe this so-called Jake Paul curse is real? Or do you think people are reaching and connecting dots that don't belong together? Either way, the conversation is heated. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this topic is getting messy fast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to comment your take. And click here to watch that other messy video everyone's talking about right now.